Raise your hand if you remember when Keith Olbermann was an actual broadcaster on SportsCenter and who was pretty good. I actually enjoyed hearing Keith Olbermann talk about sports, but I'm not sure if he had a blood problem or a diet problem or whatever, but he's gone completely off the rails. I don't know what Donald Trump did to him. I don't know how Donald Trump hurt him, but over the last couple of years, the guy has just been unfriggin' hinged. Absolutely nuts. And I think sometimes when he speaks, he doesn't realize just how unhinged he really is. I mean, seriously, he started talking recently and he went after Riley Gaines, which was completely stupid. He started pushing something about Riley Gaines and he wanted to talk about her, basically just accept the fact that transsexuals are now beating you. They're better than you because you're not good enough. Here's what he actually tweeted. Can you just address the reality and move past it? You sucked at swimming. That's why you lost. Huh? I told you Keith Olbermann has lost it. I told you he's absolutely gonzo. He doesn't think Riley Gaines was any good in swimming and that the reason she lost to Leah Thomas, Lenny Thomas, whatever the hell his name is, her name, its name, is because she just wasn't good enough. Never mind the fact that she was winning awards and her teammates were winning awards and doing extremely well until a guy jumped in the pool with them. So by posting this, can you just address the reality and move past it? You sucked at swimming. That's why you lost. Even the Twitter people had to come in and say, sorry, Keith, you're an absolute moron. Riley Gaines was a very successful swimmer, ending her college Wildcat career, Wildcat for Kentucky Wildcat, as one of the most decorated swimmers in the program's history. How did a guy who used to be one of the best SportsCenter broadcasters not know Riley Gaines' history? I'm dumbfounded. How did you not know that Riley Gaines wasn't a former champion, that she won all kinds of awards? How stupid and unhinged did you have to be on your keyboard to just sit there and go after her, not even thinking about who you were talking to? You are so in the tank for some of this craziness going on in the world that you don't even think. He just jumped in. Hey, listen, quit whining. Quit whining about losing to a guy. Don't worry about it. Get past it. It's reality now. And you sucked anyway. Seriously? Seriously? Is that what you had to say, Keith Olbermann? Luckily, Riley Gaines brought the receipts. Check this out.
All right, Keith, as I was getting my All-SEC first team honors down to show you, I dropped it and I broke it, which would be really unfortunate if I didn't have more of those, but lucky for me, I do. So let's go through it. SEC title, second in the country. This is my SEC Community Service Leader of the Year award, which actually got me a lot of money. Oh, another SEC title, an NCAA trophy. Oh, look, SEC Scholar Athlete of the Year. Believe it or not, I'm pretty smart. Another SEC title, another NCAA trophy. Oh, that's when we won an SEC championship as a team. Some more SEC honors. Oh, look, another one. That's when I broke the 200 butterfly record, the SEC record, which I still hold, making me one of the fastest Americans of all time. And so, Keith, I would be really sad if I broke this trying to prove a point to an old man who can't even seem to keep a job. But I've got more of these, so I'm not. Thanks, Keith.
Oh, wow, Keith Olbermann, you just got backslapped. I was going to say a different word, but you know what I mean. Oh my God, did she just clap back at you? You actually called a championship swimmer, a champion level swimmer, as it says that she sucked. Let me read this again. Can you just address the reality and move past it? You sucked at swimming. That's why you lost. No, Keith, that's not why Riley Gaines lost. That's not why she finished second in that swim meet. She finished second in that swim meet, not because she sucked at swimming, but because she had to compete with a biological male. a huge, if you've ever seen the pictures, he was towering over these women. He jumped in the pool with his little spandex suit, and he was a whole pool length ahead of them. Except the fact that you just looked like an idiot by trying to say that Riley Gaines wasn't a champion swimmer. That the only reason she lost was because she sucked? Are you kidding me? Come on, Keith. Come on, man. You were involved in sports way too long to be that ignorant. She had to swim against a biological male. This guy was stronger, bigger, longer arms than she could even possibly compete against. And you're telling her and other women at this point, because what you're saying is, women, hey, just get over it. This is how it's going to be. Is that what you're saying? Well, obviously, by telling her, hey, address the reality and move on. No, we don't want to accept your reality. We don't want to accept this. This is not normal. We are not going to allow you to clown us and make us accept your insanity. It's not going to work this way. It's not going to happen. We're pushing back. Thankfully, so many sports regulatory bodies are starting to see this insanity for what it is and go, nah, that ain't happening. You can't swim here. You can't run here. You can't do X, Y, or Z because you don't belong in this pool. No pun intended. You're not part of this group. It just doesn't work that way. So now you guys have resorted to telling people like her and anybody else, just accept it. It's too late. It's too friggin' bad. This is how it's going to be. This is now normal. And if you don't like it, it means you suck. I have a daughter. I have granddaughters. And I will never, ever accept that they are second place finishers because they suck if they have to compete against a biological male. What sucks is a biological male who couldn't compete with people in his pool, pun intended, and so he had to get out of that pool and go play with the girls. When I grew up, that'd get you an ass whooping. Straight up ass whooping, along with some other stuff. Probably get you parked into sitting in front of a psychologist. It's not normal. We're not going to accept it as normal. There's nothing you can tell us to make us accept this as normal. You can shut us up. You can try to shut us up, but it's not working anymore. And thank you, Riley Gaines, for putting it back in his face. So let me know what you guys think about Keith Olbermann being a complete nut and trying to force Riley Gaines to accept his insanity. Talk to you soon.